Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Oxyinfinite, and this is my team builder for week 3 of season 3 of the Major Pokemon League. So this week I'm going up against AuraBomb, the coach of the Houston Megahorns. So just like me, he is off to a good start. He is 2-0. He actually is the only person with a higher differential than me. He has a +9 while I have +8. But hopefully after this match, he'll be 2-1, I'll be 3-0, and I'll be above him. That is if things go right. This is actually the first non-divisional game of the season. There are 2 of them because the other 10 games are against a divisional opponent because you have 5 other people in your division and play them each twice. So that's 10 games there, and then plus the other 2. So the other non-divisional game is in week 8. So now I'm just read off Aura's team. He's got Landorus, Togekiss, Lucario, Mega Medicham, Heatran, Lantern, Slowking, Chestnut, Tyranitar, and Frostlass. So he's definitely got a very, very scary team. He's got a lot of threats. He's got Lucario, Mega Medicham, Togekiss is a big threat. He already has 5 kills with it. It's the only thing that is above a Manaphy on the MVP race or list or whatever. So hopefully, after this match though, my Manaphy can go above his Togekiss. We'll see though. So really, I could see anything from this team coming. Nothing would really, shock me too much. Let me open up a little file I had that had the order of what I think is going to come. Although you guys can see it in the layout. But first is the Mega Medicham. That thing, it's just really good in general. Also, I feel like against my team, he doesn't need a whole lot of coverage. I think he can just carry Fake Out, Bullet Punch, and just dual stabbing, Zen Headbutt, and High Jump Kick. Because he doesn't really need a whole lot of coverage for my team, at least I don't think. So I feel like that thing just does well. Then like Slowking's just bulky, it's nice. He also has Lantern. I think I'll bring one of them, probably not both. That's just me though, that is just my opinion. Togekiss, I think he's going to bring that as a nice defogger. He could bring Scarf Toad, maybe with defog, but I think he's going to be probably like specially defensive just because he's going to want defog. Next Lucario. I think it's hard-hitting priority as well as the Mega Medicham. So I think he's going to bring both of them. That way he can check my offensive sweepers like Manaphy, and maybe even like Infernape or Crawdon, things like that. He has ways of just hitting them hard and not speeding it and checking them. So I think Lucario does pretty well in this matchup. He could be mixed. I don't think he'll be fully special, but I don't know. We'll see. I didn't really mean to go over each Pokemon like this. The rest, they're cool things. I don't think he'll bring Heatran just because of Manaphy, and I know Aura and he does not like losing. He's not like losing momentum. So he wants to keep the pressure up, and I feel like if he brings Heatran, then he's gonna bring something for Manaphy. He could bring like Toxic. He could bring he could bring Roar. That's very possible as well. Something like that. If he does bring Heatran, I think will. Then Landorus T. If he does bring it, I think he'll bring either Smackdown or Gravity. But I don't think that thing's coming. But if it does, I don't think it can be Scarf because I feel like he's going on Smackdown. Because Skarmory is a really good counter for it. So I didn't really mean to go over each Pokemon like that. But I've very broadly kind of did. I didn't go too in depth. But now I'm just gonna go into my team. I'm gonna battle Aura actually really soon. This is the first time I'm doing the team builder before I'm doing the battle. This is actually not my first time recording the team builder. I tried it yesterday, but I just didn't like how I did it. I don't know. But yeah, well, yesterday being Monday, as of the day I'm making this, because today is Tuesday, but this goes up Saturday, but whatever. So my team, let's just hop into it. We got Uxie here, as Uxie was probably sitting on the screen anyways, but we got Uxie, nicknamed Turban. It's got a little, like head thing, kind of looks like a turban. Funny little joke there. So he's holding the Colbur Berry. Actually, I'll explain that in a sec. So it's got Psychic, Stealth Rock, U-Turn, and Memento. Carrying physically offensive. Max Vizdef. Actually, one thing I did not notice about Uxie or Skarmory until Dench mentioned it. Shout out to Dench for genning me. For genning, not for genning me, but for genning my Pokemon here. Thank you, Dench. Is that my, well, he said Skarmory, but I'm also on Uxie. They both have even HP, but actually I realized that's not a horrible thing, because with Stealth Rocks, with how they work is it does 1/8 of your like, total HP. So a Uxie, so 1/8, 182, it would be some fraction, and the Pokemon always rounds down. So if I had 182, that would be the same as, okay, yeah, if I had 184, then that would be the number to make Stealth Rocks do 1 more than 183. So it's fine even though it's even, and also same as Skarmory, but I'll get into Skarmory. But Uxie has Psychic, this hard-hitting stab. It's pretty spammable against this team. He has T-Tar, which is immune to it, so that's not good. He also has Heatran, but I would just go for a nice U-turn against those things. I do have the Colbur Berry, partially for T-Tar if he wants to trap me with a nice Pursuit. Also for the Lucario. because if that thing does set up, it could be really scary. Now my main check / counter to Lucario is Skarmory actually, but he could potentially set up on that thing if he plays it well enough and gets like some damage on Skarmory earlier in the match. So I have a Cobra on Uxie just in case, because Lucario is a big threat to my team and just in general. So that's just kind of a nice little backup plan for it, just in case we need it. And then U-turn, nice, really for Heatran. I could have carried HP ground. I thought about it, but I was like, well, I just want to U-turn against something, because I can bring a Manaphy. And then the last move, I'll explain that later once I get to probably Manaphy. And Stealth Rocks are just nice against his team. He does have his only thing of getting rid of his only Pokemon to get rid of hazards is the Togekiss, and I think he does have to bring it as a defogger. So I can pressure that thing, although if it is Scarf, then you probably won't have defog, so that can be nice for me. I can hopefully hazard stack. So next we have Skarmory, we have defog, Roost, Spikes, and Brave Bird. Defog's nice just to get rid of hazards, because he does have like Chestnut and Frostlass to set up Spikes. Then he has Heatran, Landorus T, and Tyranitar to set up possibly Stealth Rocks. So I want to be able to get rid of hazards. I don't have anybody on my team weak to Stealth Rocks, so that's not a huge deal, but if he sets up Spikes, I'm going to need to get rid of those. Because I don't want Spikes for like Manaphy for Stephanie, the Nidoqueen. So I don't want Spikes out. I would like to get rid of them. I mean, if he sets up Rocks, I'm gonna try to get rid of them. But if I've already set up some of my hazards, I want to get rid of them. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Roost just to keep me healthy. Spikes are nice against his team. If he brings Heatran and or Lantern, it's good for them. But it's also nice to for Slowking, Tyranitar. It's good to just chip down his team. And Brave Bird's just a nice stab. Now Heatran does wall me, so does T-Tar, but I mean, I think I can stall at T-Tar. If he brings physical, I can stall that out. If he brings special, my check will be Nidoqueen, which I'll go to now. Actually, wait, Skarmory, the speed. Let me open up my little notepad. Actually, I already have it here. Okay, Skarmory, okay, I'm physically offensive for the Lucario help, and then outspeeds and no speed Togekiss. So with this team, I do have things that are speed creeping and hopefully can outspeed Togekiss, because I don't want that thing to outspeed most of my team and just be able to air slash everything and just flinch me to death. If I can, I want to be able to outspeed that thing. He could, carry some speed, enough speed to outspeed no speed Uxie. It's very possible. If so, well, shit. But let's hope not. Although he could also bring Scarfs. Like, I don't want to invest that much speed into some of these bulkier Pokemon and take out some of my bulk if he's just going to be Scarf anyways. I don't think he will be, but it's possible. Next we have Stephanie, the Nidoqueen. So originally this was Assault Fest, but then I really liked Toxic Spikes against his team, mainly for those bulky waters, being either Slowking or Lantern, because again, I don't think he'll bring both, but he could. I really don't know. Really, anything on his team I could see coming. Nothing would really shock me. But yeah, I want Toxic Spikes to help weaken down, mainly Slowking. Also, it's nice for like Chestnut, Tyranitar. It's good. Now, I've I said Earth Wave, mixing Earth Power and Sludge Wave, but I have Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Surf, and then T-Spikes. But I have Surf over Ice Beam, because, well, Ice Beam is pretty good against this team. It's good for Togekiss, Chestnut, Landorus, but, I mean, I have Sludge Wave for Togekiss and Chestnut already, and then, I don't really need Ice Beam for Landorus, because, he's probably going to outspeed me, assuming he's, like, some minus speed nature, which I don't think he will be. So I wouldn't be staying in against the thing anyways, and then I'm gonna Surf hits it if I need to. But I have Surf in case if he wants to Air Balloon Heatran, I can break that while doing some decent damage. But if I had Ice Beam, I would be doing like 3% to Heatran if I had to break its balloon. So I'm carrying a specially defensive one. I have enough speed to outspeed creeping. Okay, I have enough speed to outspeed a Togekiss that wants to creep a little bit. So Skarmory had 101 because Togekiss with no speed has 100. But Nidoqueen is 105, just in case if he wants to, just add on a little bit of speed, thinking I might try to outspeed him. So, and then if, that little mind game that kind of goes back and forth. So I just have 105 just in case, because I really want to be able to outspeed that Togekiss, because I don't want that thing flinching me to death. And if I can outspeed, he can't flinch me. So that's awesome. And I have no special attack to a KO, especially defensive Togekiss after Rocks. So like I get up Rocks, then I do, then I go for Sludge Wave. I do like, I forget the exact number, but enough to where then the following Sludge Wave will kill him. I think I included lefties in that calc. I didn't say it here in my little notepad, but I think I did. I'm not certain, but yeah, that is Nidoqueen there. Next we go to Manaphy. This Pokemon is very important. Manaphy is going to be kind of not the main Pokemon of this team, but like the, hopefully, sweeper if I can play it right. Manaphy is hopefully going to be the Pokemon that can win me the game if I play it correctly. So as you can see, I have Tail Glow, Scald, Energy Bolt, and Substitute. So originally, instead of Sub, I had Ice Beam because it's like Toad. Also, it's Chestnut. But then I want Sub because Slowking, I think he's going to carry T-Wave. Now, he could bring AV Slowking, it's possible. I think he's either going to bring AV with like max special attack or a defensive one. Possibly especially defensive, possibly physical, I'm not really sure. But if he does bring a defensive one, I think he's going to bring T-Wave on it. That way he can at least do something to Manaphy if I try to set up on him, and then he can just bring something in to kill Manaphy. But I have sub, so I can hopefully block the T-Wave. Hopefully I'm going to, I can play well around the Slowking and like not really show subs, yeah, and I won't show like sub even like if I have a good chance to show sub, I might not. That way I can really just be sure he has T-Wave, and then I can get a good chance to get behind his sub and then hopefully set up. Now I have enough special defense. I believe it's for Heatran. Yeah, okay, it was for if he brings an offensive max special attack timid Heatran, then a flamethrower will not break my sub. He could bring Modest, he could bring Fire Blast, possibly both. So I mean, then it's not guaranteed that'll break my sub. There's still a chance. Now I don't think I'll bring Heatran. I mean, oh, it's somewhat possible. I only have it. I don't have it like dead last on the ranking thing for what I think is gonna come. But I mean, like, because it still does well against like Skarmory and Uxie, just like hard walls, those things. So it is still kind of valuable in this matchup. But yeah, I just wanted some special defense so I can maybe take a hit. I wanted enough originally to have a Psychic from Slowking not break my sub, but then I would have needed like max special defense, and I want to be able to hit fairly hard even without having a Tail Go boost. So that's I want some special attack. Then Uxie has Memento, so I can go for it against like Togekiss or something, or maybe like Togekiss or Slowking, then I can bring in Manaphy, get up a nice sub, and then Glow, and then maybe win Manaphy. Now he does have Medicham, he has things that can, well, I am carrying max speed to speed die Medicham, but he has things that could outspeed it or out-prioritize it. I think he's gonna bring a Scarfer. I'm not really certain what it can be though. He might not bring a Scarfer. If he doesn't, I think he's gonna bring like a Life Orb, maybe not Life Orb, but possibly Life Orb, Frostlass with T-Bolt to hit Manaphy pretty hard. But yeah, I don't really hit Chestnut too hard, which is unfortunate. But really the first three Pokemon on my team, being Uxie, Skarm, and Nido, do really switch in and take on Chestnut pretty well. So I'm not too concerned. But yeah, next we'll go to Manaphy, to Whimsicott, whose name is Mimsy. Shut up, Mimsy. So again, U-turn, Tailwind, Giga Drain, and Knockoff. So U-turn's just nice to keep the pressure up, get the initiative. Also because like things I can't hit, like mainly the Heatran. Yeah, really just that thing. Or also like Togekiss, I guess. It's nice to just like if he switches in that, I just go for U-turn, then bring in what I want to bring in, and hopefully deal with them pretty well. So yeah, so Tailwind's just nice to boost the speed of the other Pokemon on my team, mainly the Crawdon, maybe Manaphy, but then it'll be kind of hard to set up. But I might just want to get a sub up with Manaphy. I might not need to Tailglow, or maybe I just want to Tailglow. Like I probably won't be able to sub and Tailglow if I have Tailwind up. But I don't know, or maybe I'll just Tailwind then bring in Manaphy, just go for Scald. I don't know, we'll see. Then I have the Knockoff, because it's nice for like Slowking. Or it's just nice to get rid of items, and it can help me scout for a Scarfer, it can help me gauge his Slowking set. Then I have a Giga Drain, which is nice for well, it's good for his water types, mainly being Slowking and Lantern. Originally I had Moonblast, but I thought, well, I don't really need Moonblast. Chestnut kind of walls me, but that's okay, because again, I can U-turn, go into one of my first two Pokemon and one of my bulkier Pokemon, just take on a little better. But yeah, Knockoff's nice to just get rid of items. And I have Yachi, possibly help for Frostlass, but mainly help for his water type, whichever one he brings. I mean, again, he could bring both. I don't really know what he's doing. We'll see, in the match, but whatevs. But yeah, it's nice how I can comfortably switch in and hopefully take it on a little better. And then I can get some health back and hopefully stay pretty healthy. Now the reason I alright, let me go pick EVs now. Right, so I have enough speed. Outspeed his fastest Pokemon, being Frostlass, even if it's max speed, even if it's timid, I can outspeed it. Then I have enough special attack to what is it? I can do 2 KO if physically defensive Lantern if there are rocks up. So if I get up rocks, go for Giga Drain. And I think that calc also includes lefties. I'm not certain. It might not, but I think it does. So I would go for Giga Drain, then he gets some lefties, I go for another one, and then I knock him out. So that's why I have that investment there. Then I have the rest in special defense, not HP, because that way I will get more health back from Giga Drain. Because if I had the rest in HP, then I would have a higher HP stat. So I mean, I would still get like the same number of HP, but it would be a higher percent this way without having that investment in HP. So that's why I have that. Yeah, so Whimsicott, it's really nice to help out Crawdon, because getting a Patel one could be cool. I thought about having stun spore, maybe like taunt on Whimsy, but I opted against it. But now we have Sebastian the Crawdon, named after, you know, little crab in the Little Mermaid. Shout out to Flounder. Ooh. That's an inside joke. But we have Aqua Jet, Knockoff, Crab Hammer, and Protect, carrying a Life Orb with adaptability, because we want to hit hard. So I kind of wanted to carry a setup Crawdon with like Sword Dance or maybe Dragon Dance. But so I was actually talking to Riz Pal, the man, the myth, the legend, the Bay. He was helping me out with his team a lot. Yeah, in weeks 1 and 3, this is week 3. He helped me out build his team. I didn't really help me last week for Stench because he's a cunt. JK. But yeah, so Riz really did help me a lot with this team, so thank you to Riz. Mwah. Yeah, so we have max attack just because we want to hit hard. We have enough speed to outspeed. I think it's again with creeping Togekiss. Let me check. Yeah, enough speed for no speed Togekiss. Again, I'm just kind of creeping. If he wants to creep, it's a little mind game there. Yeah, so I have Aqua Jet, just hard hitting priority, just awesome. Hits a lot of things. Knockoff, great to get rid of items. Hits things like Slow King, Lantern, Fraud Sauce, I guess, really hard. Crab Hammer, again, just hard stab. If I'm in against like maybe like Heatran, I can just go for Crab Hammer, and it is pretty spammable against this team. It does have Chestnut. I was considering carrying Air Release, but it doesn't even do a KO. And I'm pretty sure a knockoff plus Air Release doesn't even OHKO it, so, or doesn't kill it, like that combination. So I don't need to go for Air Release. Now, I know Chestnut does kind of wall half my team are being Manaphy, Whimsy, and Crawdon, but the other half of my team just deals with it really well. Then in the last slot, I have Protect, mainly for the Mega Medicham. Yeah, I probably won't need it for anything else, maybe, but I don't think so. But it's nice for that, because if he wants a fake out, I can just bam, block it. If he wants a high jump kick, bam, block it, you take 50%. So it's really nice to have that. He might not expect it, he might expect me to be like a setup one. So it can be nice to play that little mind in there, and then he would just take a lot of health from going for a high jump kick, but it'll fail. Then the EVs here. So we have yeah, speed with Toad. I already talked about that. But the HP. So the reason I have four EVs and HP is that I can maximize my no, I guess minimize the Life Orb damage while still maximizing my HP, because so since I'm at 139, well, Life Orb, it does 1/10 of your health for each hit, so that'll be 13.9 exactly, but Pokemon always rounds it down, so even though it's like almost 14, it's essentially 14. It will not do 14 health to me, it will do 13 because it rounds down. So then I have the rest in defense, because maybe I need to take like a fake out from Medi if I don't, like maybe, or like some other kind of just chip damage or something. It's just nice to have that, just like a little bit of bulk. I mean, Cardon's still really frail, but just in case I need it. But yeah, so playing that little mind game there. Also with like Stealth Rocks, I was thinking about that. I'm not like I'm not really going for this HP investment because of Stealth Rocks. Cardon's really not going to be taking many hits anyways. I mean, I think I'll go for an attack and do more Life Orb damage to myself, or like I'll take more Life Orb hits than I do Stealth Rock hits, I think. I mean, I'm not certain. I haven't done the match yet, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's a team. Hopefully you understand my thought process. Hopefully you like the team. I'm not bringing in Fernet this week, not bringing Glalie. I wanted to change it up a bit this week and bring in a lot of defense, a lot of bulk, because he does have a lot of offensive threats, and I want to be able to combat those offensive threats. So that's why I have all this bulk here. It's pretty nice. So hopefully I can do well in this game. I know Aura is pretty scared just because he thinks he's already kind of lost with the team matchup, but you know, hopefully for him he can win. Although I'm hoping I can win. I don't want him to win because he's a cunt. JK. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to do sub to me, sub to Aura. He's pretty cool. Like this video, subscribe. I already said that. Comment. Say you hate my team. Say you love my team. I don't care, man. And see you guys with the battle tomorrow.